We took a midnight train to Prague, where we hoped to get on a studio bus for extras at 5:30 a.m., as the telegram advised. But we completely failed. The bus came, but they didn't let us in. So we had to take train to Žatec, a town 2 hours from Prague, and we hoped we will find some information about the shooting in the village Rostily. I have to say we were not yet 18, and this was quite an adventure. After a lot of searching, we found a hotel where the Czech crew was staying, and we met a few of them and spent most of the evening playing cards with them. They promised us to put us on the list of the extras for the next day. I didn't have my painting with me. It would be a big burden to travel with it, and I first wanted to find out how I could get it to Barbra. So the next day we got dressed in costumes and got to Rostily by bus. It was a cloudy and rainy summer day. We were not assigned to any shots, so we wandered around the film location in the village looking for the crew and Barbra. We found them at the end of the village by the synagogue. They were shooting the inside scene of Yentl, looking at her father from the woman's balcony. We saw the scene on the monitor, and that was the first time when we saw Barbra as Yentl. Second time, it was from the distance when she came out from the building. We were encouraged by the man who sent us that telegram to go for lunch. It was in big tents, and there was also a smaller one for the British crew and actors. There was food from Britain that we never saw before, salads and tasty biscuits and British tea with milk. On the top of those pleasures, we were able to catch a glimpse of Barbra while eating, but she passed us also when we were going for lunch. The day passed, and we thought that our position as extras is secured, but we were wrong. But the Czech crew people refused to put us on the list for more than just one more day. Long story short, we spent 2 weeks mostly observing the shooting, commuting between Prague and Žatec in many crazy and impossible ways, sleeping on benches outside overnight, and at unusual and crazy new friends. I was chosen for the scene in a costume of a Polish lady. That's when they were shooting Angel saying goodbye to Hadas in front of her house. I made another painting later of that scene from my point of view. The lady in violet blouse, it's me. I also made friends with a student of Prague Film School FAMU, Tomáš Vorel, who later became a successful director. He gave me the script of the movie and put me on the extras list for Prague. There was another future famous Czech director working for Barbra in the Czech crew, Zdeněk Troška, who was planning his first famous movie there too. But what about this painting? Well, the parents of my friend decided that it was enough for her and made her go home. I made a round trip to Brno and brought back my painting, determined to give it to Barbra. But it was not easy, because when I asked the people from the crew about it, they said, "We can only take it to Barbra, you can't bring it personally." It was still in Žatec, in the hotel where the costumes were stored and the crew had their meals. I brought the painting there and gave it to somebody. I don't remember who. And that was it. Was it? The 5 seconds of being able to see Barbra up close that I dreamed about disappeared in an instant. But I didn't give up. A new filming location in Prague, easier for me to get to because I was staying at my aunt's place, and the fact that I was on the list of extras gave me hope. And my biggest adventure was still waiting for me. Since I only got this far with my painting, the fun part of the story, how my painting got to Barbra and how I actually met her, will be in my next video next week. So stay tuned.